Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to work on something I think that should be not too hard. We will just extend the configurable datetime extractor to have an API. So we will add a migration to have a new field for the datetime rules in the user model. And and then we will add as a default rule the default rules. And then we have to change, I guess, the serializers. And that should be all the work we need. So let's check it out. My mic is still a bit off. I hope you can hear me. It gets too loud when I use it in OBS. At least that's what the mixer says. Not sure what's up with that. So let's go to configurable. Config should be enough. All right, no. Was it dates? Yeah, so these are basically the things that we want to fix with this issue. Right. So the WhatsApp thing is still not done because we have to create a new rule for that. But again, we can do that later. So for now, it's just important that, okay, I think I can close this. Close. And close, that we extend the model. So we go to the user and then we look here and we need a JSON field because we will just assume a very simple rule. We will just add the complete JSON and we will edit the JSON in the front end and then save the whole JSON back. That's how it will go. And I think we had a JSON field in JSON, float field, many-to-many, foreign key, integer, text field. Okay, here we go, JSON field. And then I think we can even search in Postgres within the JSON if we have like 1,000 rules, but I don't think that will be the case. So it's obviously not called caption JSON, but it's called default config datetime rules, and then we will comply to the standard by adding these things. So it, first of all, it isn't like blank, right? Because we will always have rules. So it's default equals, and then default rules. Something like that. So null is also false, and you're not an index because we will not search over it, so we don't need that. So that's all we need, I guess. Let's go to datetime extractor. It's called, let's go down here, default rules params. All right. Very cool. And then we will, from datetime extractor, import default rule params. All right. So I think we also have this here. API. We have to add API to that. I already did a lot of adding of new fields, obviously. So I haven't even started up the server yet. All right, so we did that. We have now the default rules params. It will have the default rules by as a default. And yeah, so that's great. Yeah, now we just have to add a new migration. So in the future I also want to split this up, right? Because that's like a lot of migrations. On the one hand side, it's nice that they all are global, but we will probably have like more migrations in the future. And then you don't understand how it once was and then how it migrated and stuff like that. Add config rules, config date time rules. All right. So I have to close this. This depends on the last migration, obviously. Add cover photo. So you also can create them automatically, the migrations. I'm not a huge fan of that, because you just have to fix sometimes something, and if you don't work with it a lot, then you just forget how to use it. And it's user, obviously. The name is oh, come on, why are you complaining again? See? I already changed it in the wrong position, because like these things are like very easy to, yeah, easy to mess up. So I want that. Yes. Then I close this again, because migrations typically don't have a name, which I also find weird. Like, this should be like an extension of a class or something, but I guess that's not the standard. I don't know why. So add cover photo, we depend on that. Then we will add a field that's called user. The name of the field is called config datetime rules. So let's see, let's go back to user, config datetime rules, yes, please. You're also not allowed to actually import any models. Even if you want to, it's a bad idea, because then it crashes for first-time users. That's something that happens multiple times for me. Yeah. So let's take that one and say, okay, the field is called that. And yeah, most of the things we don't really need. It's just that. And I think I can do it like that. But I also obviously have to import the default rules params. I hope this always works, right? We check the startup again, but it should work. All right, so that's all the work we have to do to add a new field. So let's do a sudo, let's do a fish, and then a sudo docker, a system. Start docker, please. Okay, my RAM usage increases, so that's a good sign. And yeah, so let's check back here. Right. Oh, wait, no, I made a mistake, so it will probably crash on startup. That's not good. So let's go to LibrePhotos Docker, then do a sudo docker compose down. Yeah, so the mistake I made was that I didn't close the bracket, and then it gets really confused on startup, and then sometimes it just doesn't use the entry point anymore, and then we never actually migrate, so that's bad. Yeah, I didn't want to cancel it. Just shut them down, please. Yeah. So we have to wait. All right. Let's initialize here again everything. Let's see if this does something. Yes. All right. Awesome. Okay, let's start up. And then we also should see like the output of the console, and we should see that it actually migrates, right? So let's see. Yeah, that's all the requirements packages I always install because I still haven't updated my dev container or rebuild it from scratch basically. All right. Oh no, okay, so now we missed it. Oh, whoa. Object of type pattern is not JSON serializable. What the hell? So it pretty much looked to me like a JSON. Apparently it does not like that. Use a callable instead. Use dict instead of brackets. Okay. Oh man, I hate that the front end just deletes everything. Like, now I don't know how the error message is called. So, not JSON serializer Python. So we could do it to JSON, which is interesting. Okay, so it just sees that as a list, and we don't want a list, we want a JSON list to JSON. So okay, cool. So we obviously have to do this twice. Yeah, but that's fine. We'll just do it like that, JSON dumps. And then we have to import JSON, I think. Yes. Okay. I also configured like that everything now saves correctly and re-imports everything the correct way and stuff like that. So let's pick that, go to user, and do that. Okay, and then I do import JSON. Okay, now it tries to do it again. Object of type pattern. I don't get it, man. Like, okay, let's move fast, otherwise it disappears again. God damn it. Please just let me copy and paste. Maybe we copied stuff. Yes. So let's paste that into like a list or something. Text file? Oh, I already have a text file. Awesome. So yeah, but we use a list, right? That's a list. So why are you complaining? So that should just work. I don't get that. I don't get it at all. Okay, I will just restart it. Maybe it's like some weird issue. I don't know. Okay, close this up and then do a sudo docker compose. All right. Like, I don't want to do a lot today because I only have like an hour and then I have to go somewhere else. So this has to work. Yeah, it just continues to do that. Like, what the fuck? Why do you do this to me? Yeah, okay, cool. So on which line? Line 37. Like, why the hell are you complaining? Like, I don't get it. So we want to add a new field, right? So config datetime rules to the model user. And then we use serializes an object to a JSON formatted string. But it just says, nah fam. Oh man, that's so annoying. At least we like now get this continuously, this error. So that's nicer. So let me check it again. So it's really called like that. Like, I really have to fix this output, man. It really gets on my nerves. Okay. So, raise type error. O class name, object of type pattern is not JSON serializable, but it's just a list. The output of values is still a query set. Oh no, that's not what we want. Oh man, cannot read dump JSON file. JSON dumps does not convert dict to this value. Maybe there are some data on origin type which cannot be serialized, but if you convert it all to a string, it can be serialized. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Alright. So maybe there's a subtype, right? Like an enum or something. And then it just says, nah, dude, I can't do that. Which is annoying. So let's see. We have rule types active. And it can't. It doesn't understand that. It doesn't understand the regex. Oh no, oh no, I'm even in the wrong branch. That's so bad. So, oh man, I hate this. Yeah, okay, let's pick all of these guys. No unstaged changes. Yes, please. Oh man, I just want the other two things to be in the different branch. Like everything goes wrong today, like that's annoying. So let's just shut that down. Right, I need that. I don't need these guys. I do not care. Yes. No, I don't care. Git, you need to resolve your current index first. But I don't want to. Okay, so let's change that. CD. Yeah, so we're currently in a rebase and I don't want to deal with that right now, so I do a git rebase abort and it says permission denied. Are you kidding me? Okay, whatever. So where's now my user? Is my user now also gone? That's the one thing I want, and then I hate this so much. Okay, whatever, dude. Cancel. Copy. Let's go here to Kate. Save. Then git reset hard. Refresh. And it didn't do shit. I hate this. Git checkout dev. And now he says, oh, you have to stage stuff. Why? CD, Libre Photos. CD static, rm-r, also sudo, yes. Awesome, discard. I hate this. I hate this so much. Now everything's broken again. No! Like, I hate these permission stuff issues. Like, it's really annoying. Like, it should just work. Yes, I just have to do sudo. Amazing. So, let's do this again. Let's create a new file. Like, it's such a waste of time that it just behaves like that. Just work, man. It doesn't even like save anything meaningful with these stupid file permissions. Add config datetime rules. Now I just do that, put this here, okay, and save, and then I have to go here and do date time rules equals that. All right. Awesome. So we pick that. Save that, please. And do that. Awesome. Now it complains that it doesn't find stuff. Please git pull stuff. Like what? Cannot pull with rebase, you have unstaged changes. Come on. Come on. Okay, so this should work. Git commit add new field. Okay, git pull. Wow, it worked. Crazy. So let's go to datetime extractor. It can serialize because we have two classes. We have to create some two JSON rules. So let's go back to this thing and then enable. No. Let's check this out again, because that was, I think, correct. Instead of a JSON serializable class, implement a serializer method. No, that's not what I want to do. So I have to make them serializable. How do I do this? The basic problem is that the JSON encoder only knows how to serialize a limited set of objects. One good solution would be to make your class inherit from JSON encoder and then implement the JSON encoder default. A simple solution would be to call JSON dumped on the dict member of that instance. All right. The thing is that it's in a list, and that's annoying. All right, I think I have to go get some light, and we are too loud again. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's so stupid. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, so Django list of, maybe I can just use a list. Yeah, okay. They also just do it like that. Yeah, I don't know. So that's way more annoying than I thought it would be. So let's go back and check out the documentation, I guess. use one line object default equals lambda x dict to serialize objects instance variables. Okay, so we can just call dict, I guess. But these are mostly, well, they're more like enums instead of classes, right? Oh man. Serialize literal class, because it doesn't have like an instance variable. Oh, and I'm in Java again. God damn it. That's how fast it goes. How to serialize Python classes. Custom JSON encoder. Why is this so complicated? Do I have pickle installed? I don't think so. No. So I have Django pickle fields. I don't know what they do, and I don't actually care. Okay, let's go back here. Yeah, it's not 19, it's like 18, obviously. So git add all, git commit. Okay, so let's go back here and so we also use this for captions, and I think we only have like strings there, so JSON dumps probably works there. Geolocation captions JSON. Yeah, so it's just a string we get back. So I don't want to do that. Maybe we have like a different thing. You can specify a default named parameter in the JSON dump function. Okay. I don't think that will work, and it will probably look wrong, but we can do that. Default equals In this case, you need an instance variable, not a class variable. But we don't have an instance variable or class variable. It's just literal. Like, that's also why I don't get why it can't, like, serialize them. Like, serialize class literal. Because, like, these are just string values. It's not rocket science, right? It's... So that's just a string. That's just a string. And like, even if I go to... So this doesn't even have like a regex. Okay, so let's go to photo. So we even need just default rules and not the other thing. So what we want is default rules, I guess. And then I think I need to even like configure that. But like, why can't I just implement like a serialization function on its own? Do I really have now to go to SERP to like get a correct serialization of like a list? Are you kidding me? That's stupid. So time extraction rules. So that's a class, then we have a def init. That's a rule type and it has params. So the dict thing could work here, right? Because like it's obviously possible. So yeah, I don't know. Let's try it out. So let's go back. All right, so let's add this. I only have half an hour. Okay. All right, so let's check that out. And I don't even have a bot comment. No. So let's start up the server again. Please work. And then I just have to check if we actually get something back that's useful. Okay, warning. JSON field default should be a callable instead of an instance, so that it's not shared between all field instances. What the hell? What the hell is this error? Like, that's not what I want. Just want default rules. That's not a callable. You have two options here. Rely on dict as a default. Default equals dict. This will result in your models using an empty dict. create your own callable and use it as a default. What the hell? Oh man. So if I just use a normal list, it will just reference the same thing everywhere. Are you kidding me? Like, why? This is so stupid. I really have to do it like that. Otherwise, it will complain. Oh man. No way. So the correct way to do this is like that. This looks so ugly. What? What? Oh, I have to do it outside of the class. All right. Okay, okay. I will use it. Okay, so that definitely makes more sense, right? Obviously. Oh man, let's stop that. So, and that's why I always want to like actually work with the migrations, because if I don't learn how it works, then I can never ever debug this. Like, there are so many nuances to this whole stuff that it's hard to keep track of. So let's do all right, I don't have a lot of time, but whatever. Sudo docker compose up. Okay, it starts up again. Of course. Fuck off. Fuck off. I made a typo. Okay, let's go up here. And I don't even see the migration rule. Why? Your cache has been cleared. Now we refer to something that doesn't exist. Do I have to do it like that? I don't know. Like, please just do the migration. Okay, come on, come on. So install everything. Here we go. And it doesn't find the migration. Okay. Your models have changes that are not yet reflected in the migration, but I have added that. Like, I don't get it. And then it just complains. Okay. Okay, so it just doesn't want to do the actual thing. I don't know why this happens. So I guess we will just add Python manage make migration. So that should do something, right? And it will probably create an automated migration. I don't know why it doesn't apply. That's really, yeah, not my day, not my day. Okay. So now if I reload, now I have a new I forgot the .py. Are you kidding me? Oh man, I hate this so much. Everything else seems to be right, so cool. I guess that I have tested that too. So everything looks fine now. That's awesome. To check if that actually worked, we will now go to the serializer. Edit. Yeah, so I don't want to edit that. I just want to get all the information out of it. So that's the field. All right. So here we add just config date time rules, right? Now I have to retry a sudo like, oh man, I really don't understand why I just get all these weird ass errors. That's so stupid. So this should work, I think. So if we go now to localhost and go to settings and then look here in network. Okay, let's refresh. Then I should have a new field there. And then we can work with that next time. I will not push that. We will just work on this then tomorrow, I hope. So why don't you load it? Okay, so I got a couple of weird empty queries, but I'm interested in that. API user response. All right, here we go. So we have, in fact, a very, very long JSON that we can pass. And it looks to be complete with the GPS time zone finder. We have the path params and all that jam. So that's cool. So that looks great. So now we basically have the first step to actually work on it. I wanted to be a bit further along, but that's also a fine point to stop. Libra photos, git add all, git commit. So add new field to serializer, rename migration, and add new function. Cool. So next time we will integrate that with with my pull request, where we had the drag and drop thing. We will probably also work on the rules a bit, because we currently have the problem that they don't have a name, and I want them to have a name, especially the default rules. So I will add that, but other than that, I don't know. A name and a description or something. That would be nice. And other than that, I don't know. I just have to implement that, and then we will see if I can add the WhatsApp thing. Thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, please leave a like, subscribe. You can sponsor my work on GitHub sponsors. And if you found a bug, leave a comment. All right. See you hopefully tomorrow. Bye.